Yeah, I think it gives you a lot of pressure to answer for G2 side lanes, which is nice. As you say, it kind of adds in a tool that can set up team fights, especially along that Rumble equalizer. So, yeah, GiantX, decent topside with Ignar. Yeah.
Ignar comes out with Fervor of Battle Leona. I will never forget that moment. His exhaust comes down. Jackie says Q3. Lethal Tempo up. He gets a knockoff onto Caps as well. Wants to get the flash out. Lethal Tempo gets the kill!
Yeah, G2 do a good job of commanding the vision around that area. You can see a pink in the banana brush, pink in pixel brush, stopping any sort of follow-up.
Proud. Jackie sends it in with Soul Unbound. Meanwhile, we look towards the bottom lane. Hansama close to getting 6. No, he's not. He just steps it up anyway. Once again, gets the Arcane Shift out of Flacken to run away. Lethal Tempo on Jun will pull out his heal. LeBron burned his while Dragon does go down. The mid lane kill doesn't end up happening. Caps didn't burn an ulti, but he got a really sizable chunk on Jackie's again.
EMEA coming into the topside jungle, though, basically saying, hey, I want to try and answer for the Dragon, but now it's setting up for a potential dive from Skewmon.
Arrow just came up as well. Hansama has 6, and down someone will go. The beat's going to drop under turret. Flacken getting autoed. Lebrov tanking up, and there's a Cataclysm. Out of range as Hansama gets the fade away. 1 for each bottom laner.
There's no point in trying to go back here.
Going to do that. Broken Blade readjusts his trajectory. He's going to walk top now as well, but Grub's still going to be taken. Skewmon turns this into a bot lane play. There's the arrow. Now Oscar in, is he going to turn or is he going to burn? He's got flash available, the Hawk Shot just in case. Cataclysm flushed away from Flag and drag up, but there's a Cataclysm dome in the way as Oscar ticks over to Skewmon. Gets some damage away himself. Broken Blade's going to clear the top wave. He won't be dove as an Arcane Shift to maximize damage. EMEA is being spotted out. Broken Blade is taking the fight. Lebrov's roam now coming into effect. Smite down for the steal, but will EMEA get away? Drakehound step to full effect. Here comes the encore right in the dome. Is Broken Blade as Lebrov sneaks away the last tick of the kill, but
Broken Blade taking a lot of damage. They will now spot EMEA, who's just packing his Q off of that top side.
He's trying, but the arrow's imminent as well. TP. Ulti dodged away from Broken Blade, trying to step away as Skewmon comes in for support. The arrow hits Flacken! And the damage from Skewmon as the last turret shot completes as well. In the Cataclysm as Oscar has to stand his ground and just wait his turn. Caps coming in, trying to pop his ulti and find a target. And it looks like Oscar will be that target. Broken Blade comes back in, Skewmon burning down, but Caps to save him. And Hansama with the Ash is once again...
Whether G2 are doing Dragon, whether they're trying to dive you, whether they're stealing camps, what the hell is going on that bottom side? So you just have to back away.
Jackie's going to be the next game. G2 use a Broken Blade, or rather Hextech Gun Blade. Jackie's in trouble. So much damage. He's going to try and clear the wave. He knows he's dead. He gets the cannon, but now the kill's going to be given over, probably over to Caps as Jackie's dies. And a good punish as G2. On the top side, meanwhile, the dive is just trying to poke out Broken Blade, but the wave is too thin for them to go again.
Yeah, but now you don't really have an opportunity to cover for the mid lane play because you sent 3 members of GiantX top, 1 just died bot, so G2 again opening up. The good news though about our stats is G2 are ahead of 14, GiantX got first blood. We will have a decider as to what the real curse is in this
It's going to change. G2 maybe. I mean, I say that, but...
The pressure, right? Riptide, as you say, has spawned. You got push in mid. You're trying to rotate over, so the quicker Broken Blade can get back on the map, the better. He's going to kill.
Is he going to public execution onto Oscar and Skewmon's here? Wait for the long-range ulti, Flag and drag instead, and Broken Blade's like, nah, I'm going to kill him and take the kill. That's more reliable.
Caps, though.
Great game. Caps are going to get low, though. The flash from Jackie's used, and EMEA will shave the kill away for a shutdown. And with this turret as well, objective bounties are up. A good objective and good move from GiantX.
Blackett forced the flash and cleanse, though, as Lebrov and Hansama are chasing him down as well. So action in multiple spots. But at least tower going to be traded for GiantX, and it is a bounty. So a nice bit of gold injected into Jackie's there. And it will be traded by Broken Blade into the top side. But Rift Herald, I imagine, was going to be started by G2, but they're more interested in taking the camps at the moment. Should move over to that in just a moment.
I mean, Skewmon has just been trying to...
move here.
They're trying, but Skewmon's in front of them. Oscar might be coming in, but Flag and drag is tricky. Flacker just used his Arcane Shift. He's in the middle of a Fed Jarvan, and the auto attacks are taking him down solely with that, and Caps just coming in to steal the glory. An angle for Skewmon as Broken Blade ult finally hits, and the Cataclysm nails 3. A Flag and drag to go through. Skewmon slowly going down, but he's done his job as Broken Blade flashes in, lacerates, and repudiates the enemies. GiantX running for the hills, and this one looks firmly in the grasp of G2.
That encore was crazy from Lebrov, catching all 3 members. Hansama still feeling it though.
Did he just base after that? He arrows, he gets it. He literally took a blast cone, pressed B, then walked. I mean, that is all right. Great comms. Broken Blade might be in trouble here, but as I say that, Jackie's just gets Q2'd. Ulti, buffered with his own Broken Blade, baby! Hot damn!
Shifting to immediately crack open this bot lane tier 2. GiantX are getting styled on.
They are.
In a position where you have as much information as you need. Skirmishes, I think, is going to try and solo Oscar in as
Hans
well.
has stepped up to this. That's a great arrow, but Hans is still in trouble. This is a TV flank. Oh no. Jackie, so ult is buffered as Broken Blade does it again, and half HP. Broken Blade's in the middle of it all. An opportunity for GiantX. Caps will get flacked. It's a 1-for-1, but a shutdown. Starts. Look at where Isma is. As Jun's found out, Shuriken flip on the Karma. Caps goes into Fog of War. The equalizer down. True Shot Barrage hits him this time. Caps is dead. Double shutdown to Oscar and Baron at half. He's got double shutdown. Broken Blade in this brush. Who's he going to kill?
Himself.
He doesn't put damage onto Isma. He jumps in a 1v2. Spike comes down. Isma's going to look for the knock-up. The arrow saves the day. Flash by Isma. Broken Blade's ulti hits. It's recoverable. Okay. It's a good play. Yeah, free Baron. Free Baron. We like those. TP from Broken Blade just in case. Jackie is going to get an objective bounty, but here comes Caps. Shuriken flip when he's got second part of the ulti to get into range. Broken Blade's going to corner him as well. Jackie is just going to die here, but how slowly is the question as Shilbo saves him for now. Shuriken flip there, hops back and dead to Caps. Baron now there. Soul on the reset. Dagda, you know, I think we're back to cleanliness.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to air it all out, you know?
Get it out.
Get it out of the house, open a few windows.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, get the front door open, throw the mat out.
Luft, whatever they call in Germany, where they open all the windows out at the same time, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta get that Luft. So, we got Baron. G2 got Baron. And Dragon's up in 35 seconds. That's Soul for G2. That's a Cloud Soul. Broken Blade's gonna get this bit of gold. Oscarinen's gonna die now. He's got Flash. And how he dies, well, he doesn't have Seekers, so there's no way. Yep, Broken Blade just there are 11,000, no, sorry, 8,000 gold up. The reason I said 11, far away from the screen right now.
And that's where they would have been.
That's true, where they would have been. They have Soul. They have Baron.
They have bottom turret in their sights. And GiantX are all up on the top side. So Caps is going to be the port of call here.
It's an Akali. Jumping in onto Flacken. Can he 1v3? All in from Isma. Okay, Caps is dead. Now Caps is dead. Baron is doing work on bot though. Oscarin's coming in. Equalizer. Oh no. Oh no. Isma's got. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yo, Oscar. He's almost got Equalizer down. Flag and drag from Jarvan finds Isma. Skewmon sent off a little bit. Jud gives shielding. Broken Blade's tagged out. Here we go. The all-in. Isma finds a mark, but onto Broken Blade. It's not enough. Cataclysm gets there as well. Jackie's gets a good hold onto Han. Summer, he does die, but it is a trade as Oscarinen is the other trade. Broken Blade lives. Okay, G2 can do it. Flack it. Running for his life. He's going to flash. Skewmon, damage not there yet. Broken Blade looking for his quadra kill. He's got a quadra kill. G2, end it. You had a gold lead at the 14-minute mark.
Look at Flacken. That man is nowhere going near G2. He had a little head shake. He had a little smile. He was like, not today, BB. You do not get a book.
You know what, Dagda? I don't care. BB is going to look for it regardless. Flackett's still in range. The spawn's up in 10 seconds. G2 are on the Nexus turrets with an early game gold lead. The Nexus is gonna fall. G2 are gonna win the game with a lead. They save Europe yet again as Flackett not gonna find Caps. The Nexus falls, and that's how you do it apparently.
Let it be known that no one in LEC wins game if
to get locked in. And yeah, you're right. It's a fantastic Poppy game here.
Yeah, this is mega value for Skewmon, especially when you start to get to team fights. Like if you know, but yeah, big mistake from Broken Blade.
Yep. And for Oscar, I mean, very big meeting. Skewmon's coming down for the gank, and the mega fire kick, the W already up. Skewmon has Flackett against the wall. He didn't get the charge, so that's the difference. LeBron almost dies under turret. Dive not successful, but Caps is coming here to cement the play. There's no response from a jungler as Caps going to come over the wall. Spots out the ward. Flackett's still in trouble. He has no summons. An Ashen Pursuit with a couple of nails, and he'll be nailing in the coffin. Caps misses, but Skewmon does not. Now for the follow through the Ashen Pursuit. Hans takes the kill. Caps really as a disengage all but used by G2's top half.
Yeah, Isma flashed to make sure there was no way that Skewmon could react with the steadfast presence to the stun. So Isma at least forcing that flash, the knockback, and the damage that was done means that Isma should be able to move over towards the Void Grubs. Skewmon should be able to go towards the Dragon if he does want to, though, in a kind of response. Jackie's is moving down to try and protect his bot lane. Caps is right now.
It's a danger, isn't it? Jackie's caught out in rotation, though. Here comes Cap, sending everything. Purgatory's going to miss, so Jackie's not slowed. Kiting around really nicely. Great movement, but Skewmon is going to muck this up for him. The nails fly in once more and waiting for an Ashen Pursuit, but Cap's not going to send it. Shockwave is a two-man, buffered by Caps as he gets on out, but Skewmon turns it into an engage, just fucking flushes out, survives somehow. The kick from LeBron is not going to be enough as Hans Summer flushes in on top of Jackie's, but he's got no mana. Isma comes in to save the day. The shield folds up, but LeBron alive. Hans in 1v2. It's gotten messy. He's trying to take it out, but he's got no mana as well. And Isma takes the
Oscar
kill.
Renan gets one as well.
What?
Oscar Renan the Dragon, which is giving Oscar Renan a lot of free time on topside, so they want to get more.
And Flacket has no ulti. This might not be a stun, but to keep his verdict is going to slow him down. Mega fire kick as well. Flacket can't move. Hans Summer claims the kill. I'm in trouble, but he's going to E away, I think. Isma now spotted on a ward. This counter gank, he knows. Puts up the Aegis. Assault takes the turret shot with it as well. And guess who didn't get out? It's John. Capitalization from Skewmon.
Trying to look for, I was going to say a reset to cover the top tower, but Broken Blade actually just went mid. So you're kind of getting both Flacket and Broken Blade abandoning these side lane turrets, knowing they can't be safe underneath them.
Yeah, that worrying from Broken Blade opens up, so it's going to be a trade. Again, Dragon is going to be the step up from G2, but still a bit of gold here, as Oscar Renan is 1.1k ahead of the curve. Over 2-0 with Trinity Force. I mean, it might be a worry here for G2.
And he now becomes the focus in fights.
That's just Ashen pursued forward. He's going to get rooted down by the feathers. A fly in from the Grand Starfall. Caps made a big mistake, and Isma's there to punish alongside.
Keep them away, but now the TP coming in to help out Skewmon.
Jackie's caught on a side lane, as is Orianna. Big mistake. Hammer Shock slow. And waiting for the keeper's verdict, there's a shockwave. Broken Blade is teleported in as suggested, as Dagda told you. Hammer Shock not going to take the kills. Broken Blade who orders it down, getting goal back. Meanwhile, we look towards mid lane, and Lebrov's caught out. Hans Summer's up next as well. Oscar made magic happen. 4 members of Broken Blade. Doesn't look like he's going to threaten anything yet, as GiantX are on this Herald first. Caps might be in trouble. Hookshot, walkshot, it predicts. Caps tried to Ashen Pursuit out, be smart with it, but his Ritual Nails come through, and the Soul Ignition is down. Caps needs help, and he gets it from Skewmon again. Running away with the Hextech sweep and the culling. I mean, he is a hero. Skewmon is going to lose the Herald, but he saves Caps.
Holding down the fort, though. And GiantX, they want to try and approach, but without Oscar Renan, this one ends a bit dangerous. There's the deep TP, though.
He is coming in fast. Broken Blade just runs out of Meganar as well. A good advantage maybe for GX to steal as well. Isma comes in now for the fight. Oscar hookshot, wall shot, comes in for the sweep. The quickness, John finds 3, and all bundled up together. A present for GiantX. The cozy campfire keeping Skewmon alive as they run for the hills. A blank mid lane turret, only just standing, will stand its ground while G2 retreat.
John with the amazing plays there from the G2 mid laner, which makes it way easier for GiantX to try and do plays of their own.
Broken Blade's getting dove here. That turret is mincemeat. Ulti going to go into the wave. He still gets stunned up with the Aegis Assault. And now, speaking of, that shield will come in soon, and it's just easily done. Broken Blade is going to die a staggered death. Quickness was used by Jun, but
like plate spot, tower, mid, it isn't quite going to fall. I believe GiantX will have to try and back away from this, but actually TP, they're collapsing on G2.
Oh my god, and that was a back as well. Guess what? Lebrov's gone. Skewmon's in trouble. Sephiroth's presence not up, or at least not yet. And Hans Summer's going to be put into the ultimate dome. A war present. Oscar does die. Hans does a lot of damage, but in a 1-for-1, Skewmon needs to get out of there. I don't think he's going to, though, as Isma for the chase. Dissonance, the stun negated.
Out, push out some of these waves, and not look to contest.
Till the next one. Fights have been around getting set up on these objectives, so maybe it's aggression.
Skewmon had the flash. That flash charge could have been the death of Flacket, but nicely done by Hans Sama, keeping the pressure up. As
Backhand, what an egregious place to ban and steal. It's up to him. Grand Starfall after that mistake from Flacket. TP from the back end onto a control ward. 4K, Oscar Renan trying to delay. 3K, he gets in the smite. Isma, no steal. It's G2s as Oscar Renan pulls out the Hextech ultimatum in the air. It's 5 members escaping, now waiting in the brush for a potential another play.
Heist successful for G2. Oscarinen
for an execution that under turret will do work. Broken Blade versus Oscarinen. Is it going to happen? Here we go. Jumping in. Broken Blade. Ambitious. Isma's on the way. Meganar against the wall. Doesn't hit the stun. Caps wants to get himself with Ritual Nails. Broken Blade goes into Mini, but here comes Caps. Finally, it's Purgatory, but only onto Isma. It's enough. Finally, we see him, the Hall of Legends, legend himself. It's Caps contributing to this game.
This feels more like hell for GiantX. They've been playing so well, doing the right things, but against G2, it's one mistake, and you end up losing out. G2 cracking open turrets in the center, in the bottom lane.
I mean, look, I had to give credit to Caps
and
for
he
what
picked
he did.
it up.
Did he? Oh, Caps picked it up. He knows how to play. Okay. I mean, G2 now 2,000 gold up. Oscar steadying in, hookshot, wallshot onto Caps. Maybe it was too early of me. He flashes out, but he gets knocked up. He's dead, Oscar. Great dive, finally using that Grand Starfall. Broken Blade's just run out of Meganar. Where's their engage? Hansama holding onto the culling for now as GiantX numbers advantage, 45 seconds. And any pursuance that came through off the Baron buff is now halted as GiantX turn into their own siege.
And someone might just try and culling the wave, though. Keep people away. Oscarinen.
Step up, Oscar going deep, and a wall! Skewmon was waiting for you. 4 versus 4. Feathers on the ground. Shockwaves a 2-man. Great damage. A spear from a Comet. Isma doesn't connect, though, as Hans looks for a new angle. And Oscar went a bit too deep.
G2 don't need to overpush for this, though. They're interrupting.
Hello, hello, hello. Skewmon, guess who we found again? 2-man keeper's verdict. There's a culling from downrange. Isma's getting low. Hans steps up, flashes over the choke. The feather's there. He's still going in. He's dead. A bit too ambitious. And ambitious really is killing the members of both teams. Jackies comes in, takes out Lebrov with a dissonance. And now for the Aegis, Soul to give movement speed. A Comet Spear dodged. It is only Broken Blade who left standing as Caps comes in. Wait. A perfect locked angle. He needs 5 seconds to send them all to Purgatory. The Ritual Nails, 2, no, only 1. Onto Jackies. He's got a surge, a W to heal him up. An Ashen Pursuit over the wall. Jackies on the chase. There's no objectives up. So G2 are just merely delaying getting 30 seconds. This game's still undecided. My favorite game of the weekend so far, that's for sure. Hansama stepping forward onto Flack and Culling comes out, unleashes as John gets the quickness down, but Hansama got too much damage down. Away the steadfast, no! A verdict from a keeper! And Oscar, where are you going? Skewmon says no, again. Hammer Shock, a boulder, his escape no longer possible. And this Poppy, a thorn in the side of GiantX.
Every time Hansama has unleashed on Flacket, it has been disastrous for GiantX. They scramble to save him, but it cannot be done. G2 gets a Baron.
G2 win this. I know who my MVP vote is. I mean, teleport back in if need be. Dagda, GiantX coming in for this?
No, and that's why I think BB was just kind of holding on to the teleport. Doesn't want to invest it unless... As the fights have been a little away from Broken Blade's comfort zone in having Meganar for a lot of them.
He's getting whittled down for now. This is about to be a Meganar. GiantX have run into this. Judd not going to be sent away, but Broken Blade does it for him. Isman flies on him, but sent out with the keeper's verdict. It's a 1-for-1 for now. Broken Blade is dead, but Hansama flashes forward onto Oscar. Skewmon puts him in his place again. Hansama back to the wave, dies. Burned down by Flacket. Isman's come back in. He's flashed in for the stun. Caps in trouble. Flacket flashes back as well. The feathers are truly flying. It calls to him into melee range. Skewmon's going to die. Flacket flew. He bloody flew, Dagda.
Flacket's exhaust completely rinses Hansama, and with that play alone, GiantX might have just won the game.
It looked free. There's flash for flash, but Lebrov is just trying to slow down the next wave. There's 2 minions here. They're quite low. The next wave being held by Lebrov, but he is a one-shot. The minions, if they don't do it, Jackies will. An ace, an electrocution. We are going to game 3. GiantX pull a rabbit out of the hat against G2, and the distance will be traveled in this best of 3.
The downside of this Nara build is you're very squishy. GiantX found the play onto Broken Blade, but Flacket's exhaust.
Would you like a little bit? Just a crumb?
Looks like they're looking.
They would like a crumb.
So
No.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, the Gwen. So,
Okay, we wanted, I will just say, we said right before the break, we wanted Jun to play engage. Bard definitely is engaged.
Potential gang commit, though.
Yeah, more important is this lane, isn't it? Waiting for the flash frost. Jackies has no flash. He's going to step up, clear the wave, goes into hammer form. Now beats back Lebrov, but he knows he's dead. It's just about the who. Sonic wave going to be taken. Kill gets taken by Skumond as well. Third scuttle, all eyes for both junglers on this bottom side of the map. Cap's got 6 first, goes to push. Jackie's all in, trying to get egg form. Flash Frost comes in at short range, but Jackie's has the damage almost going down to egg. Caps is close, crystallized there. Egg out. Skumond coming in, looking for a safeguard. Sonic Wave, no flash, remember. Jackie's dead again. Skumond right. Scuttle. Skumond gets a kill. Worthwhile trade. Dragon wasn't started. Isma, Shadow Dash, he walks into it. Sonic Wave going to be taken. Skumond got level 6 in the interim. Will not take that Q2, as Jun is also covering the play here with Jackie's on the respawn. Flash, Cosmic Binding, it connects. Wait, the Javelin toss as well. A pounce, a swipe, a prowl, but kicked away. Sonic Wave is what flashes the match anyway, but will it cost his life? Yeah, you're damn sure it will. Jun now needs...
Careful though, as he did stop his own reset on the top side to make sure he could stick around for any potential play.
Going to use this time to get a little bit of investment into information topside.
I mean, wanted to see if there was caps up to take, but Skumond is not letting him do it. Bot lane for a little bit though. You really want this level 6 for Lebrov, especially as, you know, Oscar Rin's getting a little bit more dangerous, mid's getting a bit more dangerous.
Egg just came up. This is half HP, Satchel Charge used, Magical Journey going to come in. Lebrov holds the fort, only gets one, but Isma will not be able to get the Javelin toss. Cosmic Binding sidestep as well. Hansama had no mana, so he had to use his feet.
He was dancing back and forth there,
John. He just used the Magical Journey. The kick away is not an execution, though. Tempered Fate, Flash, Tempest, Cripple. Skumond gets a kill regardless.
And especially as a poke composition, being behind like this is devastating.
Jackie's not going to get stunned up. Isma comes in yet again. Caps must fly. Tempered Fate going to catch him. He has no flash. Crystallized in the way. A trap on his body. Everything thrown. A shutdown to Jackie's in the face of Dragon spawning.
Well, he'd been started by Skumond, but now that Caps is dead in the mid lane, doesn't have the help that he needs to actually try and finish it out. Resets coming through as well for G2 with the AD carry and top laner. He's a GiantX, great pick, and it nets them the Dragon.
Punishing Caps' flash, no Egnivia, no reinforcements from G2. And their first Dragon.
If they're quick enough on this as G2.
Is playing between poking off the rest of GX and looking towards midwave. Midwave now the final call. Herald goes down and out. And they're just stagnating, minimizing what GiantX can do.
Broken Blade kind of low. Isma going to immediately try and move up
here. Here it comes. He's dethroned. Nidowork comes out. The Shen ulti as well. The flash from Broken Blade. He remounts almost. But a Shadow Dash under turret. Oscarin about to die. Blocked by Lebrov for the time being. But in comes Isma for a double. That was a second of being bad as the flash comes in. Kick from Skumond. Sonic Wave. Resonating strike. A Tempest. A Cripple. A couple of legs on this Pussycat. And with a double given back over, it is a 2-for-2 trade.
Skumond manages to rectify the play in the top lane. It was nice from GiantX, but Hansama might be caught. Blackie can't get there for the trap.
He can't get out, but he flashes forward, gets the autos in the heal as well before any reaction comes through from Hans.
Nicely done by GiantX, punishing Hansama as he steps up. And Jun, the Temper Fates have been on point. You called it out earlier on, Asterix. And they're continuing to rain down and rain issues for G2. Skumond at least getting that top lane tower still.
It is.
Everyone is here now. 30 seconds until Dragon, so it is still going to be a focus on Dragon after this in just a moment. G2, if they can find that engage with Broken Blade, can stop it.
Cosmic Binding, beautiful from Jun. Damage, Shock Blast. Look at the poke onto Caps, who doesn't have egg. Spear. Blocked by Lebrov. Broken Blade has just shown himself without the charge. Magical Journey, bed trap on a rope. A Javelin toss. In goes Isma. Maybe not charge. Broken Blade goes through a Magical Journey. That clan is wild. Broken Blade's going to die. And a Cosmic Binding flushed away from. Out goes Hansama. But Broken Blade just ran into death.
And that leaves Oscar Rinnin with the tier 2 tower in the top lane. G2 fumbled a play. And it's a disaster. Oscar Rinnin, can you get out here, though?
Man United is going to bring out some of the pieces as well. In the Halloween Mist, it won't matter. A Shadow Dash, a stun. Skumond will get the kill.
Get onto Caps to push G2 back. I thought with the lead that G2 had in the gold that they'd be able to find these moments to push GiantX away. But GiantX have done a good job of attacking the side lanes, keeping up the pressure, and especially Oscar Rinnin now having a 2-level advantage over Broken Blade. It's just drawing so much attention from G2.
Caps trying to make a lane gank as a kick away. Jackie's been found out. He does have flash, but he goes on the Hansama instead. Skumond may have just killed his AD carry. Oh no! Flacken finds the ulti through the weaving as Skumond gets one himself, but again, he keeps picking up all the kills and none for anyone else. 7-0. A 1-for-1. Jackie's for Hans.
Broken Blade is giving up bot lane again, though, to try and move towards mid lane, and GiantX have traded 1-for-1. This is again G2 just not having the engage that they want to set up this play. And this mid lane tower continues to stand.
A stun from Caps does good damage. Lebrov, a shadow dash away from the javelin toss. Meanwhile, we look towards bot. This setup coming through now. Stand United, they're going to overwhelm Oscarinin, but in a 1v3, he's doing okay. Got true damage. Need to work out. A bit of danger, but Broken Blade this time will remount. Oscar flashes over to Sonic Wave, catches him by the toe. Nothing down on this bottom side of the map. Here comes Tempered Fate once more, and guess who they caught again? Hansama has no flash. Javelin toss going to be blocked. Cosmic Binding is a two-man show. Beautiful again. Lebrov Shadow Dash to get him on out. The kick onto Isma's going to make a trade, but Skewmon, he needs to do a little bit more. In the Glacial Storm, Caps is picking them down. Ice cold as Oscarinen's needlework is doing even more. Skewmon needs to get out, but a magical journey, a Cosmic Binding, flash away from the Lee Sin. John's setup, Oscar's flank, Flak gets damage. Maybe mid will finally now fall down.
This Lee Sin is 10-0, but it doesn't, it's just not enough.
Damage, Oscar stands in, Caps about to be an Agnivia, blocked by Lebrov. Again.
And Skewmon is trying his best to take on these fights, but you're at least in, there's only so much you can do solo. And GiantX are constantly out of this hobble that they've set up for themselves.
It's in the whole block by Skewmon, took no damage. It's a level 16 Lee Sin. Lebrov found on a flanking position. Charge going to be used, and Stand United onto Flak, and he can't escape. Shadow Dash, a two-man, the dive from G2, and the kick! Insane. Mega Inferno Bomb dodged away by Isma. G2 have all five as Lebrov and Caps both survive to play another day. Walks in with the rest. Oscar over the wall. Broken Blade the threat. Caps, he's going to DBS this down quick. GiantX need to pick a fight. No Tempered Fate available. The Pope, Hansama at half HP already has to turn and burn onto Jun. He's going to do exactly that. Meanwhile, Oscar and Broken Blade hatch it out. It's going to be a 1-for-1. Hansama, he's not dead. It's Lebrov. Satchel charge used, disengaged. Kick was used by Skewmon. Need to work. Two from Oscarinin, left to go. Skewmon at half HP. Looking for an angle. Baron, not deregulated for now. Jackies, did he just flash for that? He's going to turn onto Caps next, but a bit bold. Oscar steps forward into the Hallowing Mist. Baron is...
As G2 just full send onto Flackett. They have the shield on Broken Blade. They know they got the remount.
And the Dragon taking Soul Point. Tempered Fate on Skewmon. He gets a Sonic Wave, but he's in the middle of everyone. A spear about to connect. Jumps onto Jackies instead. Sonic Wave will be taken. Skewmon is the raid boss. Where is the damage? Someone has to kill him at half HP. Cosmic Binding. The Pope finally, no. He gets over the wall into Flackett. He's in the whole team. Somebody kill him. Flackett seizes him. Now, GiantX, will they continue?
G2 wants you in this one spot where they can try and all in.
Look at Hansama, 3K, 2K, Satchel, a steal!
Oh my God!
Hansama blows Baron! Taking risk, only comes up to potential Satchel and get a Q closer to Flackett.
Lebrov actually being that other split pusher, feeling a little bit like Hillisang in this one, as he knows that he has that Stand United, which is the most... Lebrov is massive, like he has a full maul at this stage.
Isma, Protobelt, crystallized down, the storm, the flash, he gets out. Here's a charge, it might find John, instead of finds Isma again, he wasn't fully on out. Broken Blade just sends it in. He's going to dismount for now, but he needs to get back on the bicycle. No opportunity with the network slicing through Skewmon for the kick, the disengage, but he too is dead. A double back over to Flackett.
If they win here, playoffs on the cards. Oscarinin though needs to get away.
Hans, Satchel. Turret plating going to go down to him on the way through. They're like, hang on, is there any more damage here? Bit of poke from Hansama.
Free to go all the way. But it's Jun with the Tempered Fate. Jun with this binding as BB tries to go for the knockback that collects onto Skewmon as well. It sets up for the double kill. Jun has been spectacular on this Bard.
0, 2, and 10. Playoffs have been insane accomplishment. Spear connects as well. Everything, all the poke into Agnivia. Caps is down, at least for the time being. He's going to go fully down to the ground. Flackett's damage, a combo with Jackies and the spears. They're doing so much work. Oscarinin, he flushes into Hansama. The needles are working. Jun will take the kill, but 2 in the ground. G2 have 50 seconds to survive.
I don't know if they can though. GiantX are running down this bot side. They have so much damage. And G2 don't have the bodies.
Broken Blade has to back. He's taking a while to do so. He needs to get there to support. No charge. 3 versus 5. The poke comp from GiantX had to get ahead. They stayed ahead. They played it to fruition. Lebrov on death's door as Oscar is running down Broken Blade. He's meant to be the Kled God, but Oscar's putting him in his place with a pair of scissors. Broken Blade remounts. Yes, he will survive, but GX have taken down Lebrov. They've cleared G2, and with this comp, they lock in playoffs. What a style of class from GiantX in a Game 3.
I doubted that GiantX would be able to